Hello and welcome to the video on main idea, supporting details, and summary. The main idea. What the passage is mostly about. Supporting details. The stuff that backs up the main idea. A summary is a concise wrap-up or restatement of main idea and supporting details. The main idea is not the same thing as the topic. What's the difference? Topic is a general category. Example 1, the paparazzi. Example 2, global warming. The main idea is what about a specific topic. In example 1, the paparazzi should not be allowed to follow celebrities in their cars. Example 2, global warming is already impacting the North and South Poles. These two examples show what a passage could say about a particular topic. That's a main idea. Let's look at another example. Say the topic is American writers. The main idea could be that Ralph Ellison was an influential African-American writer. Main idea, some questions to consider. Why did the author write this passage? What is the author's purpose? What is the point the author is trying to make? What is the passage mostly about? Supporting details. All of the information that backs up, clarifies, explains, describes, supports the main idea are the supporting details. Questions to consider when looking for the supporting details. Which sentences support, describe, explain, or back up the main idea, what the passage is mostly about? How does the author try to make his or her ideas or points stronger? Does the author use facts, opinions, examples, anecdotes to support his or her ideas? Example. The topic is American writers. The main idea, Ralph Ellison was an influential African-American writer. Supporting details may include, he was known for writing about universal truths, rejected racial stereotypes of blacks and whites in the 1950s, wrote Invisible Man, considered one of the most influential works of the 20th century. He's credited with influencing other writers such as Z.Z. Packer and Toni Morrison. Warning. Sometimes the main idea is implied and not directly stated. You have to conclude or infer the main idea by looking at the supporting details. If you aren't sure what the main idea is, finish this sentence. After reading this text, I realize that. What would the main idea be if the topic was cookies and these were the supporting details? It only takes about 20 minutes. You only need a few ingredients. This is fun to do with kids. What might the main idea be? So if the topic is cookies, the main idea could be, what about this topic? The supporting details are going to back up the main idea. In this case, after reading this, I realized that making cookies is easy. It only takes about 20 minutes. That's not much time. You only need a few ingredients, so it's pretty cost effective. And it's fun to do with kids, so it's easy enough to do with children. Therefore, the main idea is, making cookies is easy. That's what about the topic. The main idea and supporting details house. The main idea is like the roof of the house. The supporting details will make up all of the walls. The main idea, the most important point that the author makes. Details. Give more information about the main idea, the facts that support the main idea. You can think of the main idea, the details, and summarizing sort of like a sandwich. The bun, the top bun, will be your main idea. All of the stuff in the middle, lettuce, tomato, burger, whatever it is, those are your supporting details that make up the bulk of your sandwich. The bottom bun, then, is the conclusion or the summary of the main idea and the supporting details. There are many strategies for summarizing. Somebody wanted but so then is a very common graphic organizer that can be used to summarize a text, particularly a story, but it can also be used for many nonfiction texts as well. The six-finger or event map is another great strategy. You can do the math. If the main idea isn't directly stated, you can add up all of the main points with all of the details and the information that's provided. That will lead you to the main idea, what the passage is mostly about, and then you can write a summary from there. There's also the main event bridge. Other tips and tricks. It is useful to determine the author's purpose for writing. To persuade, to inform, to entertain. Let's look at an example. Pets are often an important part of people's lives. Different types of animals can be pets, ranging from reptiles to horses. One of the most common pets is a dog. Dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind. One way dogs serve humans is they are great just for companionship. Many an only child has bonded with his or her Fido, thus having a willing and loyal friend to play with on a daily basis. Additionally, dogs have served humans as work animals, corralling sheep, conquering rats, and guarding the homestead. Finally, dogs also assist people, for example, by leading the blind, alerting the deaf, and alerting epileptics of impending seizures. What do you think is the main idea? Let's examine each sentence and see what's going on. Pets are often an important part of people's lives. Now ask yourself, is this what the whole paragraph is about? Is the writer telling me that pets are important? The answer is no, so this cannot be the main idea. Pets are often an important part of people's lives. Not the main idea. Look at the next sentence. Different types of animals can be pets, ranging from reptiles to horses. Is this the whole paragraph trying to tell us about pets ranging from reptiles to horses? The answer is no, so this cannot be the main idea. One of the most common pets is a dog. Is the whole paragraph about how common dogs are? The answer is no, so this cannot be the main idea. Let's look at the next sentence. Dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind. Does the paragraph tell us about the different purposes dogs serve for humankind? The entire paragraph is telling us about the variety of purposes dogs serve for humankind. The answer is yes. This is our main idea. Find all of the sentences that support the main idea that dogs serve a variety of purposes for humankind. Did you find them? The entire rest of the paragraph after the main idea is stated talk about all of the variety of purposes the dogs serve for humankind. You see keywords like one way, additionally, and finally all indicate those purposes. Let's review. The main idea, what a passage is mostly about. Tips for finding the main idea. Identify the author's purpose, to persuade, to inform, to entertain. Remember PIE. Look at the first and last sentences of a passage. Look for the supporting details. Ask, what about this topic is the author trying to tell me? What do I realize now that I've read this passage? Supporting details. Explain, describe, or clarify the main idea. Tips for finding supporting details. How does the author support his or her main idea? What techniques does the author use to explain, describe, or clarify the main idea? Facts, examples, anecdotes. A summary includes the main idea and the most important details. If you have any questions about main idea, supporting details, or summarizing, make sure to ask your teacher.